Hi guys, and welcome back to today's video. I hope you guys are doing great. Today I kind of just wanted to update you / tell you why. We've kind of switched gears and are probably no longer going to be using My Father's World curriculum. That's not saying that we won't use it down the road. Like, we may use it for first grade, second grade, I'm not sure. But for right now, we are kind of skipping it. I'm probably, honestly, not going to be able to finish our kindergarten year out with the curriculum. Sorry, it's noisy. But yeah, so I just, like, the past few months, it's been a really big struggle keeping the kids excited about learning and interested in just all the things. And we've kind of learned along the way that maybe a hardcore, like, actual curriculum isn't a best fit for our family, and that a more kind of unschooly method works better for us. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into it. One of the first reasons why we changed curriculums, and not even changed curriculums per se, because we're not doing any curriculum at all right now, but the reason why we kind of dropped it is because we wanted to do more child-led learning. And I've kind of learned, even though this is only really my second full year homeschooling, that with a curriculum, it's really hard to be flexible as far as going after what the child is interested in. Like, yes, we can add in unit studies and we can add in this and that, but if I'm honest, throughout the day, when they're only in preschool and kindergarten, their interest is only held for so long. And I found that they can't do all the curriculum per se and all the assignments plus do what they're interested in. So we kind of just dropped the curriculum, and as you'll see, I'll tell you kind of more about why we did that. Another reason why we kind of chose to also switch gears is the curriculum. The worksheets specifically were just becoming really monotonous and repetitive, and honestly kind of boring to them. And like I said, with the repetitiveness and monotonous of it, a lot of them repeated themselves, and so I felt like, yes, they had building blocks of like the learning to read lessons and everything like that. Like, they did build on each other. However, I feel like all the rest of the student worksheets were just kind of all the same. To me, like, I didn't really see any advancement throughout the whole year. So even if we started on month 1, by month 6, I expected the worksheets to be at least a little bit different, but they really weren't. However, my kiddos did know, like, all the alphabet sounds and kind of like the beginnings of phonics before starting it. So if your kiddos don't know that yet, then it would be a great curriculum for teaching them that. However, if they already do know the phonics sounds and everything, I'd probably just skip it because it is a lot of money to spend on kind of like redoing things that they already know. But yeah, so I don't know, it just stopped being exciting at one point a few months ago, and we had to drop it only because the kiddos were just not interested in learning anymore, and I was like, no. So we had to switch gears, and I was really sad because I loved it, because of just the teacher outline. It's extremely teacher friendly, and it was really easy to use. Like, there was no really planning or prep, only a few materials to grab at the beginning of each week, and that part was great. It just wasn't exciting to them anymore. And I learned too that my kiddos, they thrive off of routine. Like, they like knowing what's going on every day. However, they also like the excitement of not knowing what they're going to be learning. And so it just became the same thing day in, day out without anything new. And so being able to switch it up and every morning be something different has rekindled their love for learning, and they actually look forward to doing school, which is totally a win. The third reason why we kind of chose to drop the curriculum is the overall price. Now, you don't always have to buy the deluxe package or anything like that, but the worksheets are still pretty pricey. I believe with the worksheets, it's like, I'll have to put the price up here, but I do remember they're really pretty pricey, as well as a teacher manual. And then if you do want to complete all the reading assignments and everything like that, then you will have to purchase all the books that go along with it, because a lot of what the kiddos learn in each lesson also kind of bounces off the storybooks that you read. And I think having great literature in your library is 100% worth it. So for me, when I invested the money, especially in preschooler and kindergartner, since I am just starting out being a homeschooling mom and I still have a bunch of littles, to me it was the investment that was worth it, because I also have other little ones that will use the same curriculum, the same books and everything like that. So to me, just having a library full of that great literature is worth it in and of itself. But if you're just looking for the curriculum by itself and you're wanting just the student worksheets, to me it just was not worth the price, and there's more affordable options out there. Last thing I wanted to mention, and this is honestly, if I had to choose one, like the number one reason why we decided to drop it, it would probably be this. And that is the actual flexibility. Us being able to be flexible now with what we're learning, when we're learning it, how we're learning it, has been completely freeing. For me, I feel honestly especially free as a teacher and as the mama, because I feel like I am not bogged down to only like one lesson plan. This is the book that you have to read for the day. This is the assignment that you have to accomplish. And it just, I agree with the kiddos, it did become monotonous and boring. And not just for the kiddos, but as a teacher, you also need to have that spark too, as far as being passionate about what you're teaching, and they being passionate accepting that and also learning as well. And so being able to freely just drop it, even though it was a lot of money that we did spend on it, it's been great. And yeah, I don't know how else to describe it otherwise, and it's been great just dropping it and being flexible, doing whatever it is you want to do. And we did just finish doing our human anatomy study. I will have linked down below or up above what we did in that unit study. It was great. We've been loving it. And as I mentioned before as well, like when you do a unit study, like we didn't just learn about the human anatomy. We used human anatomy topics when we were studying about math, when we just learned, even if it was like taking a human anatomy flashcards and like counting them out and like doing story problems with them. Everything just revolved around the human anatomy, and the kids loved it, and they loved not knowing what to expect and waking up excited because they didn't know what the day held, whereas before it was just the same old and it was really hard to be excited about it. But yeah, that is honestly the why we chose to kind of drop it. It's been, like I said, really freeing to move on from that and kind of pick up where we left off as far as our love of learning goes. Now, I don't know what the few years down the road will hold. I don't think anybody does. So it's not saying that we won't touch the My Father's World curriculum again, because like I said, I do love it. Just our style of life right now, it didn't work for us. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And as always, I'd love to have you join our family, and you could do so by subscribing down below. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe and God bless. Bye guys. Things that we're doing in kindergarten and some spelling and just things like that. So let's see.